welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Welcome to my bed. Hi. Okay, hi. The lighting sucks. It's been storming. And I toned my hair. It's darker. It's gray. And that's great. That's so great. It's fine. It's whatever. I really could not give a fuck less. Let me get my drink. Okay, so I got my cup, my little sippy sip. Let me find something. Hold up. 1 second. This is a spire of rose quartz. What are you watching? What are you listening to? What are you reading? What kind of media are you consuming? And also, what are you drinking? Leave a comment below. Just let me know what is up. I just went downstairs and then I had to go up the stairs. I can't breathe. Check out this belt I bought from Boot Barn. What brand is this? It's this brand. And don't look at how big it is. Yeah, it's big because I'm a big back, but it actually was too big. So I had to get my husband to drill some extra holes in it. Because I'm stupid. Anyways, here's what the belt looks like. I like it a lot. It's got these little pieces on it. I live in South Texas, and this is my belt. So I have like, I don't think you guys understand the aesthetic. I have problems. I live South Texas vampire. That's it. Like, it's South Texas vampire. Like, it's those two worlds colliding all the time in my brain. Yeah. Anyways, I love this belt. It's so fucking cool. I love the little, like, the designs on it. It's very nice. It's very sturdy. It's very soft. It's good leather. I was gonna buy this belt a couple months back, but I bought another belt, and then my eldest son, he's 14, he just steals all my belts. If I buy them from Hot Topic, Spencer's, Boot Barn, Cavender's, doesn't matter. So those are like the 4 main stores where I purchase my belts from. Hot Topic, Spencer's, Boot Barn, Cavender's. Hot Topic, I usually get those studded belts, but my son has jacked my belts, and so he wears them, but he's like very silly and goofy like I am, so the studs are coming off of the belts because he dings them on stuff just like I do. C'est la vie. What are you gonna do? It's fine. But yeah, I love that belt. It's very nice. It's good. It holds up my pants when I finally do wear pants. Today we went to the mall. Speaking of the mall, we went to the mall. First of all, we had to drive to Firestone. We had to drive to Firestone because, sorry, I have a badass headache. We had to drive to Firestone because sorry, I was like fucking with my hair. Why did I go to Firestone? Oh, my tires, the wires were hanging out of my tires, and I was afraid it was going to blow up. Because we all know I drive fast, and so I was having to drive slow. And so anyways, I had to go get my tires fixed, and we have a Firestone credit card, right? Which is smart to do, to get credit cards, not for like to have credit cards for places like Home Depot, Firestone, things that are useful. It's important to fix your credit and get those things, so if anything happens, you have a backup. You know, you don't have to like pull from like your regular money, and then you could pay it off like monthly. So think about that. Like, if you're going to have your own home, or like begin like repairs on some place you're renting or something like that, think about getting a Home Depot, Lowe's credit card. And you're like, oh, this sounds stupid, but it's not, because YouTube, and you could fix it yourself and save a lot of money, and then just throw the minimum at the credit card monthly, $25, $50 here a month. to fix a huge repair on your house. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, take it from me. Don't get credit cards for Sally's Beauty. It's tempting, and I always want to say yes, but don't do it. Get something for Lowe's or Home Depot or even Firestone, because then you could get your tires fixed, put it on the credit card, and then just throw the minimum at it, or whatever you have some extra money, throw it out there, and then, you know, repair the credit card. And those are stupid things. You're not going to go blow money on your Firestone credit card. It only works at Firestone, so it's good to have backup accounts like that. So fix your credit, get useful credit cards. That's my piece of advice for the day. My tires were bald motherfuckers. They were also they were bald, and they were dangerous. And my husband's alternator was going out at the same time that my tires were fucked. So he went to drop. Well, we all went together to Firestone. Dropped off my car. It takes like 4 hours for the fuckers around here to do shit. So it was like, I was like, oh my god, he's gonna go to work and I'm not gonna have a car. I'm gonna have to like call someone to drive me there to like la 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 la, right? I was like already in my head like like anxiety, like things and you know, like future thought, you know, like. So I was like, fuck, I was already calling me like, would you, if you could, can you, if something happens, maybe, are you busy today? You know what I mean? So then when we dropped off my car at Firestone, we went to Firestone AutoZone, and my husband is very intelligent when it comes to mechanical stuff. He is like an intuitive engineer. He just knows shit. So yeah, like he's what I am not. So yeah. So yes. He was like, so he taught my eldest son how to take apart and pull out and repair an alternator in the AutoZone parking lot, because that's what you do. That's what you do. That's what we do, at least. That's what we've always done. We come from very humble beginnings, and so there have been many days where we spent all day at AutoZone borrowing their tools, fixing the car, and then at the end of the day, the car's fixed, and we could go about our lives again, especially when we were younger. And I guess maybe that's where some of my husband's intelligence comes from, is that we had very humble beginnings. Very, very humble beginnings. And yeah, but he was like, you need to come and watch this too, because he was like, if I die, you're not going to know how to change an alternator. And I was like, we're teaching him, and then also I will literally just sit there on YouTube and go through like literal PDF files of, I have a different kind of intelligence to where I would like download a PDF file of the make and model of the car and go off of diagrams, and you know, I have a different flavor of tism, I guess. You know what I mean, or something like that. So anyway, so he fixed the alternator. Halfway through my tires being repaired, he still had a lot to do. I noticed that my car was in, and I was like, okay, good. And then I noticed my car was out, and they had already repaired my tires, so I was like, okay, cool. 2 birds, 1 stone kind of thing, right? And so I went to the Firestone to get my car, but every time I go there, they take forever. They take fucking ever to help anybody. I was the only person in line. The guy was on the phone with somebody, and like he didn't give me it for 30 minutes. I stood there like, bitch, are you gonna like fucking acknowledge my ass or tell me something? And so I was just like, okay, whatever. So I called my husband. I was like, hey, are you okay, blah blah? And he's like, yeah, what's going on? I thought your car was done. I was like, yeah, my car's done, but nobody's helping me. And then the guy was on the phone. He's like, I'm so sorry, I'm kind of busy right now, I can't help. And so I was like, but he was standing at the place, whatever. It's just, that place is a hellhole. It is like the 3rd layer of fucking 7th, 3rd. It's like a crossroads of hell. Like, time moves differently in Firestone. It consumes you, and it is worse than like going with your partner to Home Depot for them to repair something. oh god, it is hell. I fucking hate cars though. I fucking like fix my car and like give it back. You guys just take forever. Like it's just waiting. The waiting is like so it's horrible. It is totally horrible. So anyways, I got my how do you say? I got my tires fixed. That's what I was trying to say. My hair looks like brown, gray, green, but like in the light it's blonde. It's the lighting in here sucks right now. So my hair don't look right. And it's fine. It's whatever. I don't really give a fuck. So yeah, I fixed my tires, we fixed the alternator, then we went to GameStop today for the kids to spend their money from Christmas on things. State troopers were out everywhere. All over the fucking place, pulling people over. It was really, really insane and really, really annoying. Because fuck off. Like, please. I'm like, oh my god, what are you guys like? Fuck off. Anyways, yeah, it was really annoying. So I went to Starbucks. I tried to get a London Fog. They didn't have any Earl Grey tea, so I was like, and they gave me some English breakfast stuff. It just tasted different. I don't know. I was disappointed because it tasted like just Southern sweet tea. And I was like, y'all fucking suck. I'm kidding. It just tasted different. It didn't taste right. I was sad. Anyway, so then we went to the mall, right? And we ended up meeting because I have a very distinct car and a very distinct license plate. And so people know me by my car and my license plate. They know me by my license plate. And they're like, hey, there she is. She's here. Let's go say hi. So we were at the mall, and then we ran into like 8 people we know and all their kids. And so we were just mobbing around the mall like we were when we were 15, 16 in like a whole pack with our kids. So it was the adults, we were all hanging all together, and then the children were all hanging all together, and so we were moving in like a pack of humans, and it was cool, and it was just nice catching up. And my husband was paid the day before Christmas Eve. He was paid Christmas Eve, so he bought some gifts for the kids that came with our friend, like our brother-in-law. And then we met another brother-in-law, and I was like, oh my god, everybody's in this bitch. Like, damn, everybody's at the mall right now. Small world. It's a small county, so yeah. But yeah, we were gonna go see if they had any PSP games that my son was interested in, because he wanted a PSP for Christmas, so we got him a PSP. He's really into vintage. I could say it's vintage now. Older gaming stuff. So he got when we were at GameStop. He got Red Dead Redemption. He's 14. Okay, and I don't mind him playing certain games or whatever. So he wanted to play Red Dead Redemption because he played Red Dead Redemption 2, and yeah, so, and I like the storyline. It's cool. He likes it, whatever. But the lady at GameStop was like, "Are you his guardian?" I was like, "Yeah, this is my son." And she was like, "I'm just asking because I'm minor." She turned the game around. She was like, "You see there's an M right there for mature?" I was like, "Yeah." Like, okay. And she was like, "I just wanted to let you know, like, if that was actually your son, like, he's really your son, right? Like, you're his guardian, because it's a mature game, like, with nudity in it." And I was like, "What?" I was like, and then she goes on to say that if I was not the guardian and he took it home to his real mother's house, this is my biological son, I may not look like I have a 14-year-old, but I do. And so she was like, if he takes it home to his real guardian, she can sue us. I was like, bitch, that's my son. Like, just fucking give him the goddamn. I didn't say that. I was just like, oh, okay. Like, there's 2 wolves inside of me. One of them wants to just be who I was before I was married. You know what I mean? Like, just like a kind of person. And then the other is just like, let's try to understand this misunderstanding. But then there, there's the other part of me that's like, and so I'm just like, I have to like get a little zen when I'm in like these moments, and I'm just like, I am his mother. I am his mother. And I consent to him buying this game. And she was like, I just had to make sure because a minor put it on the desk. I was like, bitch, shut up. Shut the fuck up. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't like that. But I was like trying to ease the tension of her being afraid of being sued by his actual mother. I was like, this is my child. That's my child too. That's my husband over there talking about games with some random guy he found in here. Can we just move the line along? There's a huge fucking line, bitch. Like, come on now. Like, come on. And no, I was really nice to her, and I understand she was just trying to do her job, but on the inside, it was just like, so I was trying to ease the tension. I was like, I remember being a child and having to sneak into the Matrix to watch it because I was a minor and la 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 la, and we didn't have adults to buy our tickets, so we had to like buy tickets to Ice Age, blah blah blah, or whatever, and then sneak in to go watch one of the Matrixes. So I understand. I get it. But we buy games online or through Amazon or through the internet or like Walmart or whatever. Like, so it never occurred to me at all, like that there was anything wrong with, you know what I'm saying? Because like, so yeah, I was just like, oh. But then I like went up to my husband and I was like, hey, that lady just said there's nudity in these games. And I was like, I don't remember any of that shit. I don't know. You know what I mean? And he was like, well, yeah, it's a Rockstar game. I was like, I'll have to go look it up or something. Like, and that's such an odd thing. Nudity. Red Dead Redemption. Like, I can trust him. He's 14. Like, it's an older game too. Like, and like, it's fine. He's fine. Like, it's okay. It's just the way the girl, she made it sound like I was purchasing like an X-rated. Like, I was like, oh my god, like, girl, chill the fuck out. Like, lower your voice. I was like, oh my god. Anyways, I was just like, okay, all right, thanks. I remember one time we were at they were cracking down on the illicit, like, the parental advisory CDs at this CD store I went to back when there were CD stores, and we used to have like movie stores you could rent or buy games and CDs from, and DVDs and VHSs. Blah, blah, blah. We had like a shop here, and I remember they were cracking down and they were like, you can't buy this. And it was like one time it was like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and the other time it was like some parental advisory CD, and I had got like an old lady cashier, and they were like, we're cracking down on children consuming bad media, and I was just like, the news is still on TV, babe. Like, it's still bad media on TV. Like, and that's for free. So, come on, I think it was whenever W was in office. And so I was just like, I was like, babe, everything he says is fucking insane. You could go look up W, if you know what I'm talking about. When W was in office, he said some of the most insane shit a human could ever say. They have whole compilations on YouTube that you could go look up. Says crazy shit. Blank blank. Says crazy shit, or like compilation. And like So anyways, one time we had to like go get an adult from outside that was like sitting there like, you could pay like a drunk, an alcoholic, a crackhead to go buy your movies and CDs for you. This is my dad. Just some fucking hobo from outside. Yeah, this is my dad. He's an adult. It's just a random fucking hobo. Yeah, it was just crazy shit. Anyway, so the lady was talking about, she was like being rude and weird and strange and like also covering her ass, and I get that, but what? Like, she was like, we could get sued. I was like, but you're not GameStop. If GameStop gets sued, it literally has nothing to do with you unless they want to come and fire you. But like, if GameStop does get sued, they have probably hundreds of thousands of dollars in a lawyer fund. If like any corporation smart, they'll have like a fund that they throw money into in case there is a lawsuit. So they're covered. Like, they act like it's such a bad thing to get sued, so they crack down on their employees, but they have enough toilet paper to wipe their ass. You know what I mean? They're fine. They really are. Another thing is those fucking scams where they're like, would you like to donate to the children's fund? Like, blah, blah, blah. When they've already paid out and they're just trying to put money back in their pockets. You know what I'm talking about? Whenever they're like, would you like to donate to Shabalaba Ding Dong? But they've already paid Shabalaba Ding Dong the money. They're just repaying themselves. So they put it as a guise, like, you're helping save the children, but they've already paid money to the foundation to save the children. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a scam. And so I'm just like, no! Ew! No. Because then you could be rude about it and funny, and people who don't know, but people who do know laugh. And so sometimes I'm like, no. And they're just like, oh. And then I'm just like, no, I'm just kidding. It's because I'm a bad person. And then they start laughing and I start laughing and I'm like, okay, bye. Yeah, one time I did that. They were like, would you like to donate? Would you like to round up money to blah, 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 blah? And I was like, absolutely not. And they were just like, oh, okay. And I was like, it's because I'm a villain. And they were just like, what? Because I suck. Because I'm a piece of shit, babe. Like, no, in this economy, bitch, I am the poor. No, I'm kidding. My mom used to always say that shit. She'd always be like, bitch, I am the poor. Excuse me, donate to my ass. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, anyways. There was a lot of, because I live in South Texas, though, I just fucking, whatever, right? I had to grab my tea. So, there's sugar crystals on the rim of this, and it's like cutting my lip because they're solidified. Anyways, so there's a lot of severe tornado warnings that were issued today, and we went out because there's this one news station in South Texas that just be gassing shit up. They just lie about everything. So they're very difficult. They love fear mongering. And I just want to like, but yeah, I don't know. So anyways, there was no tornadoes yet, and there's not been a thunderstorm or a severe storm or like any of that. Like they said that it was going to happen. And so, like, I got scared a little bit. I told my husband, I was like, hey, you need to be careful. I'm worried about you, blah, 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 right? And he was like, holy shit, that's crazy. And then, yeah, nothing happened. I was just like, why y'all make me look like I'm a fucking liar? Like, why make me look like a fucking liar? Oh my god, there's this dude who goes, I'm so sorry, no, I'm all over the place. There's a dude who goes down in San Antonio and interviews people who are drunk, right? And he, like, interviews them the most craziest shit. It's, like, on Facebook or something like that. Like, I saw it on the Reels. And he interviews people, and he's, like, he'll ask some of the crazy shit, like, what's the worst thing that's ever happened to you in bed or something like that? And this dude was, like, or this chick, I'm so sorry. So he was asking some girl, and she was like, he told me he was gonna pay my fucking car payment. He lied. So, like, I've been going around saying that. I've been like, he fucking lied. Like, But I watch this, I'm like, God damn, I did not know how fucking tore up everybody in San Antonio gets and goes out and just starts goosing each other. I was like, damn, fool, I was not about any of that when I lived there. I was mostly like walking around with my children and my husband downtown, like looking at these people, looking at drunk people. One time I saw two drunk people lay down in an alley, and like there was somebody who was already drunk, passed out in an alley, and it was like an older man, and someone else they took their shoes off, and another older man, I don't know if they're friends or related or anything, and spooned him and laid down, and they both fell asleep in the alley. You just see weird shit there. Another time some girl got shot and stabbed, and we heard it happen, and we saw it on the news. Like, we didn't see it happen, but we heard it. I heard it happen because I heard, and then like it was in a lower area of the Riverwalk, and so it echoed, it bellowed through, and that's just kind of normal shit that happens down there. Like, people get shot and stuff. It's like, no, like, it sucks, it's horrible, but we were driving, and when we heard that, we're like, oh my fucking God. And then later on the news, it was like, woman shot, stabbed at Riverwalk, blah blah blah, you know. And it's like, fuck, dude, we was right there. But that kind of shit happens so frequently. You do get nullified, like, you get just zombified by it happening, and you're just like, well, it's almost like a environmental hazard you agree to, when you live in a city that you could get shot or stabbed, or someone around you's gonna get shot or stabbed or robbed or broken into or whatever, right? It's so fucking different when you live in the country, because people, like, you don't rob anybody in the country because you get killed, because people have home defense stuff. If it's not like a gigantic pack of dogs that could eat your face off in 2 minutes, like, without anyone being able to recognize you anymore, it's like, you know, or whatever. And when we went to the mall, there was this new antique shop in the mall, like an antique store, where they had many different vendors, so you could rent out a spot in the antique mall and just sell whatever the fuck was in your closet or something like that. Like, for, I think it's like $500 a month, and you get to have a space in this mall, which, I don't know, that's kind of pricey, right? I don't know. But, and then a lot of stuff in the antique mall was pricey, but they had a fucking sword, and it was cool as fuck looking, and I was like, bitch, home defense, motherfucker. It was like, somebody, like, came into the wrong house, bitch. I am coming down these stairs, hacking, like, with a sword. Up close, personal, motherfucker. And like me in full chainmail being like, it is time, you know, and they're just like, ah, you know, no, I'm chasing your ass down, fool. You better run faster than me and all my chainmail, my store, my dog, because if my dog gets you and you fall down, I'm finishing the job. Just kidding. No, I was like thinking that, like, you know how you make up fake fantasies in your head or whatever? I was like, if I get this sword, I'm using it for home defense. I'm like hanging it on the wall. Or like my friend's parents, they had like a lot of Japanese swords, like really fucking cool shit in their house, and they had them like in these gigantic, like, museum style boxes, all around the house, and it was so cool. Like, going into his house, it's like walking into a museum. It was really beautiful. But yeah, I think I was like, oh my God, can you imagine using a sword as like home defense, being like, like, you know, or like a sword, and, you know, like like one of them is going to, one of these is gonna work. But yeah, I'm just fucking around. But yeah, it's South Texas. We're just weird here. It's just, we're different, whatever. But yeah. So we were fucking around in the mall. I had a lot of fun. We had a very decent, good Christmas. I still have to go, so I have relatives coming over tomorrow, and I have this huge pile of done laundry. It's all done, but I have to hang it up. I have to do my job. I don't want to do my job. I don't want to fucking put it up. I hate putting up laundry. I would rather pay someone like No, because here's the thing. Here's the thing. So I grew up. My mom, she was a how do you say? She used to work as a like a hotel lady, and so uh, I have this competitive thing in my brain. I don't even like at hotel rooms. I will make my bed and shit like that. Like I don't even let the hotel ladies come into my room and do shit for me other than take the trash out. Everything else, I'm like very stupid. I don't know what's wrong with me, but like I have to do it all myself. So as soon as I sniff somebody else going to go do my job, like dishes or laundry or something, I'm just like I get like over I don't know, I'm just stupid or something. Like I'm insane. And so I'm like, I gotta go do it right now. Like I don't know what the fuck is this? It's not competitive, it's something like that. It's almost competitive. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me personally. Like if my husband's like, honey, if you don't hang this up, I'll hang it up, and then immediately I have like the insane passion of 1,000 suns within me to hang up everything because I'm like, not if I hang it up first. And then I'm just like, bitch, what is wrong with you? Like, just hang it up. Oh my god. Like, you know what I mean? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking care. I'm so ready for this year to be over. I'm so excited for next year to be here. Yeah, but we have people coming over tomorrow because the people we saw at the mall, we were like, hey, you should come over tomorrow. And then I was just like, I forgot that in one of my rooms, I have a laundry apocalypse and I need to go do it. Oh, but I went through my entire closet. I ripped it. Here's the big issue why there is a laundry apocalypse. Because I went through my entire closet and I ripped everything out and I threw it on my bed, everything. And I sorted it into piles of goodwill or donation and like things I'm never, ever going to fucking like fit into or wear again. Like just get it out of your fucking face, bitch, because you know you're no. And like it got to the point I was like, look, bitch, I know you want to lose weight and all this shit, but the where you live and how you eat and how mobile you are, it's just not like adding up. Like the math ain't mathing. So just get rid of it. Fuck it. Embrace who you are right now. If that changes, great. If it don't, fine. At least you have only clothes that'll fit into you. So you don't have to go grab a wrong size pair of pants and be like, like, oh my god, my fat ass can't fit into this. Like, no shit, bitch. Like, because they're from 5-6 years ago. What, you're nostalgically holding on to this? Like, I hold on to my mom's clothes because she's dead. And I hold on to my mother-in-law's clothes because she's dead too. But we put those in the top of the closet. And sometimes it's just comforting to see them and be like, hey. Or sometimes when I'm alone, I pull my mom's shirt out and I lay it across my chest. And I just hold it. You know what I mean? Like, because it's comforting. And yeah, like not to be a fucking sad bitch, but it's just fucking sad, man. And so, anyways, I hold on to those clothes, obviously, nostalgic reasons. I think I want to get them like preserved somehow and keep them just forever. Like I thought it was right behind me. My mother, we live in South Texas. I keep saying that, but in South Louisiana, there's a cryptid called the Rougarou. And it is like a Cajun werewolf. And it can't count past 13 or 12. so if somebody can't count past 12, they're probably a fucking werewolf. Little side note, or they're just fucking dumb. No, I'm just kidding. No, but my friend's like 2-year-old, she was trying to count past 12 and she kept getting stuck at 12 and she was like skip to like 50 or something. And she was like, I think she's a werewolf. I was like, or she's 2. So it was funny because the Rougarou can only count up to certain, there's like a whole mythology. So my mother and I, we shared a joke together that we were like the Rougarou or like the werewolf. Like our temperament was very hot or cold or like very, we shared that kind of, she loved cryptids and mythology and stuff like that, like spooky things, and she believed in things that were and were not or whatever. But she was like an avid Christian, but she had like a secret part inside of her that was like, I believe in that. She did. but don't tell God. You know what I mean? She'd be like, I believe in the Rougarou, but don't tell. You know, Bigfoot's real, but don't tell God. I love Jesus, but like, Bigfoot's real. You know? Like, she was just complex. So anyways, she has some shirts that I bought us matching shirts that said my spirit animal is the Rougarou, and it has it on there. And I bought her multiple of those shirts. And one of them's really worn, and you could tell she wore it a lot and that she loved it. And I looked at it and I was like tearing up, and I was like, oh my God, like this bitch appreciated something I bought for her. Like, and you could see it in how much she wore it, you know? And it made me just, you know, like moments like that make you reflect on your life. Like the gifts you give people, sometimes you can't tell how much they love them or how much they resonate with them, or how much they don't resonate with them. Because I've also given people gifts that they just regifted. I'm like, man, fuck you. I'm just kidding. But the one shirt I got her, because I got her two of them. I got one that fits her and one that was extra big on accident. But ironically, she wore the one that was too big more. And she was like, this one doesn't fit me right. It's too big. It's all I got it 2 sizes too big on accident, like manufacturing error, whatever. Sometimes things from China is like does not translate to like American sizes. Everything in America is big, and then in China everything's super tiny. You know what I mean? So it didn't translate, but she wore the bigger one more because the lettering's all fucked up, and like it's just more loved, you know. And I remember all the times I saw her wearing that shirt, and me thinking like, oh my God, you're wearing the shirt I bought you, and she's like, yeah, I love it, la la. Or she's like, yeah, it's just whatever I had. Sometimes she wanted to hide how she felt from me. Like, she wouldn't give me the love I needed to hear from her. Like, yes, I love and accept you. Like, that's all she had to say. And I was just like, and she, like, wouldn't say it. And I'd just be like, okay. You know what I mean? But anyways, so, yeah, I keep my parents' clothes. Yeah, I know that's kind of weird. I don't know. She wasn't rich at all. She was very, very poor. You know, I talk about this all the time. I grew up basically, you know, homeless, and just living house to house, couch surfing, basically. And so, you know, but she always tried to do the best she could with what she had. There would be times like where we were on the road living from place to place, and sometimes she would get a job at a hotel. And then they would allow her to stay in a hotel for free because she worked at the hotel. Like, that was the bartering thing. You know what I mean? Like, she lived somewhere, so she worked somewhere. You know what I mean? So, yeah, she just always made do with what she had. She always could pull a rabbit out of her hat in any case and scenario. Yeah. I think that's something she passed down to me, and that's also something that I'm trying to instill into my children, is that kind of magical ability to be able to work with what you have, instead of always just go out and get something, you know. But obviously I want my children to do better than I've done, and better than my mother, and you know, the past things in the past and whatnot. So it's difficult because I'm like, am I even like, I think every parent does that. They get to those moments of like, am I even enough? Like, am I even enough? Like, am I even doing this right? Or is it all just like wasted time? Or am I a fucking loser, screw up? Like, we all have like these negative thoughts that are not very useful or practical. They're just fucking stupid. And sometimes I just want to be like if my negative thoughts did manifest outside of myself, I would beat the shit out of them. I would show them a negative thought with my fist. There's sometimes I'm like, that would be nice to just like, how cool would it be to gather all the negative shit in your body and expel it out of you and then beat the living fuck out of it? Like, cleansing, like that would be so cleansing. But no, we're supposed to be like, you know, we're supposed to integrate our shadow, and like we're supposed to love those negative thoughts because they're just insecurities. And yes, and all of that's true, but the dumb bitch inside of me right now has the microphone, and what she says is she wants to manifest the negative shit outside of myself. Like how they're like, there's this meme and it's like, I got your present for you, come get it, and it's like their fist get wrapped You know what I'm talking about? There's like a fucking meme on Facebook. It'd be like somebody's fist ripped gift wrap. Like, yeah, I got your fucking present for you. Come pick it up. Yeah, that's funny. Anyway, so yeah. But yeah, no, the clever girl inside of me is like, we are supposed to accept that external into the internal and allow it to have space to speak and be. I get it. But like I said just a second ago, dumb bitch has a mic now. So that being said, sometimes you just want to beat the shit out of these negative thoughts and tell them to shut their fucking whore mouth, because they're just like intrusive and mean and like not really practical when I'm already depressed, and they're like, yeah, well maybe you just fucking suck. Like, who asked you, bitch? Like, do you know what I mean? Have you ever been there? No? That's fine. You're lucky. No, but I talk to my friends. My real friends, okay? Like real friends? Like my real friends. And they're like, yeah, sometimes that happens to me, and blah, blah, blah. We're all like medicated, and we all have like therapists and stuff like that. But it's a trigger. It's supposed to be a call to investigate what's really going on inside. But sometimes I don't get the fucking hint. You know what I mean? I don't catch the clues enough. And so I'm like, do you want to fucking fight, bitch? Because that's when you're gonna lose. Like, to my own brain, I'm like, I don't think that you want to fucking start this right now, because I will literally reach into my nose and rip you out. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I beat you up. No, I'm kidding. No, it's just stuff from the past. It's like stress and stuff from the past. And I do understand what it is. Like I said before, I get it. I know what it is. But isn't that a funny thought, to want to kick your own thoughts' ass sometimes? Sometimes, you know what I mean? My other friend, she's very spiritual. She's like, maybe that's one of your guides. Like, maybe one of your guides is like a sassy person. And I'm like, or they're just a total bitch. just kidding. Whatever. Yeah. And I'm not a doctor, so can't really fucking know. Don't really fucking know. But yeah, it's just funny. I think humor is a very good thing to cope with. And also, yeah, whatever. I don't give a fuck what you guys think. I'm gonna find ways to cope with my personal trauma that fits my personal flavors, you know? And so humor is just something that I like doing. And also sometimes talking shit back to myself and just being like, no. And you know what? Sometimes you have to, like my friend today, he was at the mall and his daughter, it was fucking hot today. It was like over 77 degrees today. And he was like, I didn't put a jacket on my daughter. And I was like so upset that somebody was going to say, like, talk shit to me. And I'm a piece of shit. And he was like going on how sometimes those thoughts just spiral, right? And I was like, oh hell no. I was like, you're a fucking good dad. It is 80 degrees outside, bro. Fuck that jacket, dude. You're a great dad. And she's a great kid, dude. What the fuck? Don't let that shit take over. He was like, man, thanks, because dude, I was really in it. And I was like, nah, fuck that, dude. Fuck that. You're a great dad, and she loves you, and I love you, and it's fine, dude. I was like, no one else has a jacket on except for my 14-year-old, and that's because it's just something you do when you're 14. You always wear a jacket. You always wear a jacket. I don't know why. I was wearing hoodies in 120 degree weather when I was 14. So I was like, no, fool, it's like 80 degrees outside. Fuck a jacket. I was like, no, dude, you're fine. It's too hot for that shit. He was like, you know what? You're right, dude. It's fucking hot outside. I was like, yeah. It's December. That little girl don't need no jacket. You are fine. Like, no, I wasn't wearing a jacket. No one else was wearing a jacket. My big ass wasn't wearing a jacket. And I was like, dude, it's still fucking hot. Like, it is too hot for this shit. So she would be burning up, dude. No, you're fine. He was like, thanks. I was like, I get it because I get that way too. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, if you guys get that way, don't let it win. Talk back to those negative thoughts in your head. Shut the fuck up. Just give yourself permission to tell those thoughts. Shut the fuck up. Like, not now. Can we table that? Can we table that negative self-talk for just a minute so I can get through the dishes, bitch? Like, who are you? Shut the fuck up. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope your seasonal seasons are seasoning. Yeah, I have to go to the store and get laundry detergent, and then I have to fold the laundry. I'm really just procrastinating that huge heap of like clean laundry I need to go fucking put up because I don't want to fucking put it up. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys later. Hopefully, I don't know. My hair is not brown or green. It's just the lighting. It is gray. Ah! Oh my god! It just like it looks crazy. Can you see it now? It's just I look down. It's gray. I swear to God, it's gray. Anyways, but it looks brown. It's not brown, and it'll wash out. It's a toner, so it'll wash out and go back to like a yellower color. It'll be more yeller by the end of January. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Anyways, I hope you guys had a great holiday season. I'm doing fine. I'm just like, I have to clean. And well, I'm donating stuff too. I'm donating things, getting rid of things. It's like spring cleaning in December. Cleansing the house, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like getting rid of all the old to bring in the new and just saying, you know, fuck it. That shit I'm never gonna wear again. Bye. Like letting that old aspect of my life just go. You know what I mean? Like, bye. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you continue to do well. And if you're not doing well, I'm sorry. Feel free to reach out. Feel free to fucking reach out. Yeah, and maybe go watch something really funny. You know? Anyways, I will see you guys later. Okay. Goodbye.